Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Give137 coming at you with hopefully some sort of quick video. I've tried this several times and it's turned out the video is about 10-15 minutes long, so I'm going to try and shorten down what I'm going to say. What this video is about is talking to you guys about going pro. Obviously everyone at a young age is like, I'm going to be professional, I'm going to be professional, I'm going to be professional. I still think that now. I want to be professional. I'm about 3 or 4 weeks away from being 18. And I still want to become a professional footballer. I mean, everyone does, even going into late 20s, 30s, you still want to be a professional because it's one of the greatest lifestyles according to most people. What I want to say to you, though, is don't always get your hopes up because quite a lot of the time they can be dashed. I mean, I've wanted to go pro for years now. I've had trials with several clubs and it's not worked. I don't know why it's not worked. Some clubs have said they don't want me because I'm too short. I mean, I'm nearly good 6 feet, 6'1". I'm not that short. I'm a little bit above the average size for a male. Average size for a male is 5'11". So I'm taller than the average male, but I'm not that tall that I can be taken on a professional club or even an academy. But hey ho, things happen. I can't change that really. One thing I do regret is not starting football when I was younger. I didn't start playing football till I was 15 years old. So I've had 4 seasons at under 18 and I've been playing in net for 3 years properly. But getting in early is the best thing to do. One example of getting in early and going professional is obviously being from Sheffield is George Long. George Long, who's now the first team keeper at Sheffield United, started at the academy when he was, I think he was 10, 11 maybe. He's gone up through every year and they chose him because of his stature and his ability to become a professional goalkeeper, and he's now getting paid quite a lot of money and he lives only just up the road from me. Another thing I want to say is quite a lot of you have seen a video, I think it was last year I uploaded it, of me doing it in a 5-a-side competition. Well, it's not a competition, it's a league. That is run by Chris Nall, who is the manager of a team here in Sheffield and also quite a good friend, I won't say personal, but a good friend of mine, who runs this. It's called the SCYL. If you don't know what SCYL stands for, it's the Sheffield Christian Youth League. Quite a lot of people know this, but I'm not religious. I'm open to the idea of religion, but I'm just not a religious person. I've been playing in that league for 5 years now, ever since year 8, and I finished year 13, so 5 years now. And what it is just a league, so kids around Sheffield can enjoy playing their football, and it's just something to do on Friday evening, rather than, considering I'm not 18, I can't go out. So it's just something to do. I enjoy playing, it's always fun. But each year we get a speaker who is a Christian who played professional football. This year we had Linvoy Primus, who used to play for Portsmouth. And they each come up with a little speak about themselves, about why they follow Christianity. And Linvoy spoke to me this year. It doesn't mean I'm going to turn Christian. It's just, it was a good speech, and I thought the morals that came across were very good. He was saying that at first he didn't get the opportunity. He never was an academy. He was playing under 14s when he got picked up. He was playing for his local team somewhere in London, and West Ham said, we'll bring you across and your under 14s can play our under 14s, and then they played and he got picked up and went on from there. He got rejected from several clubs because they didn't want him when he was there, and all this happened. But what he came out with was that he said to take your opportunities when they arise. So if you get an offer from a team, regardless of who it is, it could be Torquay United all the way up to Man United, it could be Chesterfield all the way up to Liverpool, just take it. Yes, it may be the lower league teams and all this, but lower league teams, in my personal opinion, I think you have more of a chance of breaking into the first team than you do at a Premier League or a Championship club. So yeah, if you get the opportunity to join an academy, join an academy. But also saying that, while you're in an academy, don't always think, now I'm at an academy, I will turn professional, because it's not always the case. Lad in my year, Cameron Dawson's just signed his first professional contract with Sheffield Wednesday after being taken up he was picked up in year 11 because he's absolutely humongous, and in my opinion he is very, very good goalkeeper. He got taken up by the Wednesday Academy and he's now part of the first team. It may take him a while to break into the first team, but I do think he has the ability to do it. I honestly agree with that. But out of his team, I think there was only 2 lads who got taken up onto a pro contract, so 2 out of 15 is still quite a big margin to be picked from. So don't always assume just because you're in an academy you will get taken up, because that's not always the case, I think. Another thing I want to talk about is being part of a company. This might sound like a selfless plug because I am not part of Just for Keepers, but I do a lot of stuff for them, especially on YouTube. But get yourself part of a company, because if you're part of a company, companies will gain contacts with clubs and be able to put your name out there. I mean, I've been with Just for Keepers ever since I started playing football properly. I never used to want to start playing until year 8. I hated it. I hated the fact that I could get kicked. I hated it. I'd watch it, but I didn't want to play it. But then I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a go at this, because what have I got to lose, really? It's just a bit of fun at the end of the day. So I became part of Just for Keepers. I was one of the first on the sponsorship scheme that Ray set up. For anyone that watches this video, if you don't know what Just for Keepers is a Seoul-based goalkeeper company whose main aspect is to coach kids. I believe they coach over 5,000 kids to adults a week. Just for Keepers, when I first started, was only in 4 countries, I think. 5. The US, England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales. Those were the only places it was in. Since then, it has expanded and it's now entering its 20th country, I think. Ray, if you're watching this, if I'm wrong, correct me. But I think it's entering its 20th country. Just for Keepers have brought out their own glove line. It's a very reasonable price, good gloves. All gloves are made in the same place, so it doesn't matter if you're going for the Royce or the Just for Keepers. It's the same thing, the same product. They're all made in the same place. Just price, and the pros wear the top gloves. It's not the top gloves in my opinion. But moving on from that, Ray, again, like Chris, is probably not a personal friend, but is a good friend of mine. I have spoken to him ever since I started with Just for Keepers. I went to the Just for Keepers camp every year, bar this year, just due to me being at A2. I can't, because if my results don't go the right way, I'm not going to university. I need to go through clearing. But saying that, Ray has done everything he can to try and get me to playing football at a high level. Ray set me up with the Norwich City trial. He gave me the email to contact the guy. Unfortunately, I didn't get it because they didn't want a goalkeeper at this time, which I'm just taking as that I'm not the right person. Also, Just for Keepers is partnered with Sporting Futures USA, I believe, and they also have their own scholarship scheme run by Lewis Bishop, I think his name is. But Ray has pointed me into that direction as well, as if university in England doesn't work out, go to the US, play there, because it's a lot easier to get noticed there than it is here, just due to the amount of clubs here compared to the amount of clubs there. But saying that, I get quite homesick, and especially going to the US. Although my cousins do live in the US, I may get homesick, but it's just something that I have in the back of my mind thinking about, and I would like to do eventually if it doesn't work out here in England. But saying that, Ray, obviously I've said Ray's done so much for me, and I owe him everything. He's made me, he's the one who's driven me to become a better goalkeeper. At first it was just a mess around, but ever since I started with Just for Keepers, it's made me want to become professional even more, without any doubt. So yeah, I've managed to shorten this video down by quite a bit. So 3 things I want you guys to take away from this video is: take your opportunity. Don't always assume you will go professional, because it's a very highly unlikely chance. It's very, very hard to become a professional. And be a part of a company. Even if you think it's the smallest company in the world, do it, because you never know what they can give you. Also, from a couple of months ago, I did my giveaway, and it was won by Connor Allison, I think. I might have got that completely wrong, might have been someone else. But over the past few weeks, I've been getting emails from YouTube, obviously, as you do, saying blah 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 has subscribed to you, blah 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 has subscribed to you. So I thought, you know what, I'll just check my subscriber count. I've not checked it in a while, since the last time it went up to 150, I think. And I think I'm very, very close to 200 subscribers. I know I'm not the biggest of channels, and I know I never will be. But what I'm doing is another giveaway. As you all saw, I have an F-line SMU glove that I have 5 pairs of them, and I've actually only used 1 pair so far, so I still have 4 pairs that are run open, untouched, and not used, not even trained with yet. So what I'm thinking of doing for my 500, not my 500, my 200 subscriber, is giving away a pair of those gloves. You should be able to, I'll try and link the video somewhere in this, but that is what it's going to be. I'm going to be giving away a pair of the SMU gloves. I'll probably end up blacking. If you win, send me a message saying, do you want my, because obviously it's personalised with my name, it says Weber1. Obviously, if you win and you want me to, I will black that out. I will use a Sharpie and I'll black out the Weber so it's a white with black stripe. I know that might look weird, but then you can do what with you want. You can colour in the rest of it, or you can even leave it with just Weber1. But yeah, so that's going to be running when I hit 200 subscribers. I will be running that competition. It will be another question again. But yeah, that's all I've really got to say. It's been your boy Give137, and I hope you enjoyed this video.